What's up, guys? I don't know about the Wi-Fi or anything. I mean, my equipment is, stuck kind of in an office. It's at an office. Oh, I might like just record some more videos. But right now, I'm just kind of recording on my phone. I'm gonna try to go about like 8 minutes. Something if it was like a March Madness game or something. If it was March Madness and it's a one game scenario, like then you get miracles kind of happening. But I'll tell you, like, I thought that it was just a crazy, crazy finish. And Chris Senor, how are you? Kawhi Leonard. The fact is, like, now Kawhi Leonard, will he stay in Toronto? I think for Kawhi Leonard, he might want to just stay in Toronto now because that was such a magical moment. Bob Money, how are you, my friend? Thanks for checking in the live stream, man. Yeah, Chris, it was amazing. It was the biggest moment in Raptors history. I don't know how long that franchise has been around, like 20 years maybe. And yeah, maybe Kawhi will still leave. But I think it helps the Raptors' chances of keeping him now. And then if they go to the finals, if the bond gets deeper between Kyle Lowry, between Kawhi Leonard and Nick Nurse, it's a special situation. And if he likes Toronto, it's crazy. And that Toronto scene was scary. That Toronto scene, the Jurassic Park, that was scary. That looked scary to be in. I mean, I've never seen such intense celebrating ever. And the fire and the smoke coming out of that place, that was absolutely unbelievable. Shoot the basketball. Pascal Siakam is so nervous. In a game 7, you see who players' true colors are. You see, like, what guys are willing to rise to the occasion, what guys are confident enough in their basketball abilities. And for the Philadelphia 76ers, Tobias Harris has to be better. Ben Simmons, Brett Brown not getting the Sixers in the good offensive sets. Ben Simmons not getting a jump shot. Embiid being out of shape. There are some problems with this team. And now, every player, 12 out of the 15 players on the Sixers are free agents. But is this the most depressing loss in Philadelphia history? Let's go down the list of depressing losses. The Patriots game with McNabb throwing up, the interception to Teddy Bruschi, the interception by Rondé Barber to end the Vet Stadium. That has to be in Philly's history. The Carolina Panthers NFC Championship game. The Phillies losing to the Yankees. The Phillies losing to Matt Carpenter and Ryan Howard breaking his leg, going to first base and never being the same again. Those are moments that are the most depressing in Philadelphia history. But the fact is, to let Kawhi Leonard get the ball, get a shot off, to have it double doink, it is karma for the double doink. Because the double doink was the luckiest freaking play, and the Chicago Bears benefited from that damn play. And the double doink was fortunate. And then tanking. Purposefully losing games, purposefully getting rid of Drew Holiday, Evan Turner, and just collecting ping pong balls and absolutely screwing over your season ticket holders for years, for purposefully losing basketball games and getting shitty players from Europe that just stay in Europe. You might as well have drafted people that didn't even exist, that were just like mailboxes with like an address on it. I mean, that's what the Sixers did with Sam Hinkie. And they got, I think, really karma for purposefully losing. And the Joe Carter walk-off is a brilliant one, J.R. Smooth. It's brilliant. But here's to make Sixers fans feel better. It wasn't the finals. It wasn't the NBA finals. And there's no guarantee you would have won in overtime. If the Sixers were up 1 and that happened, that is devastating. The fact that made it so devastating and what made it such a legendary shot is Dame Lillard's shot was from farther out. Michael Jordan over Elo was all skill. This was kind of a fortunate bounce. This was like Tiger Woods at the Masters. Everybody. It's crazy how Kawhi Leonard was watching his shot. He was kneeling down. He was crouching down, looking at the shot, and how the whole bench and how it was rattling around and around. So agonizing for Sixers fans to see that ball drop. And that ball hit the front of the rim, the back of the rim. Agonizing as all heck the way that thing ended. But the Sixers could have lost in overtime, and it's a 7-game series. And the Sixers got punked throughout the series. The Raptors shot terribly, and the Sixers played terribly for a lot of the game. So And again, it wasn't even in the finals, and it wasn't like the Sixers were going to win overtime anyway. So that's how you make Sixers fans feel better. Going forward, I think the Sixers should keep Ben Simmons. I would look for Embiid. I would look up, I would see if you could possibly find a trading partner, maybe for Joel Embiid. I would get a new coach for Brett Brown and Ethan, how are you? And everybody, how are you? I wouldn't trade Ben Simmons. He's going to get a good jump shot. If you trade Simmons and you get Kemba Walker with Jimmy Butler and Embiid, that might be really fun. I would sign Jimmy Butler to the max. I would sign Jimmy. Jimmy's one of those guys that's going to be a really good player. Tobias is going to walk. I would try to keep Ben Simmons around, and I would honestly shop Embiid because, Embiid, he has a couple of good years left in him, but I'm worried about his long-term health. MH, it's great to hear from you, man. I'm near Philly, so I'm just in the suburbs of Philly. That's a great point. It's a great point. Tobias can be so good, but Jimmy Butler has that mental edge. You'll never fail with a Jimmy Butler. You'll never fail. He's not an unbelievable shooter. He's not the most athletic and fast guy in the world, but he's tough, he's strong, he's skilled enough, and the guy will will his teams to victory. That is for certain. The guy will will his teams to victory, and he's a great personality. I get exactly, Victor, why you liked Embiid losing, because he does the airplanes, he went after Jared Allen, he goes after Andre Drummond, he goons on everybody. And Embiid, I think Embiid is not a great shooter. He's slow. I've been saying that he's a little overrated. Now, one thing I love from Embiid, I love how passionate Embiid is. I love that he gave respect to Marc Gasol. And I love that Embiid was crying after the game, because it's rare to see, maybe it's not rare, but it's great that athletes care like fans. And it was great to see him crying after the game and showing real raw emotion, that he seriously cared. That was beautiful. A lot of times, like James Harden, some of these other guys leave the floor and maybe they are so emotional, but it's nice to see people damn care. And that's why Embiid is such a likable player. And yes, I like Embiid. He's fun. He makes the NBA entertaining. He is a good player. The Sixers should go ahead and fire Brett Brown, fire Elton Brand, try to get in like a Steve Nash, a young guy that has great offensive intellectual ability. And then I think they should get some shooters around Ben Simmons and build this offense around Ben Simmons. If they get rid of Simmons, they got to get Kemba Walker then. They got to get Kemba Walker. Well, Odell Beckham, I think that's another discussion. That's an interesting point you bring up, but Odell Beckham wasn't supporting his teammates. He wasn't supporting Eli Manning. And I think that he was more angry when he lost. He wasn't necessarily crying when he lost, but Odell Beckham didn't support Eli Manning, and Embiid supports Jimmy, supports Ben Simmons, is a great teammate, wraps his mind around the city. And oh my gosh, if you get Russell and you have Simmons, that's a lot of the same lefties. I don't know if that is necessarily going to work. Those are good points, though. Those are really good points. Odell Beckham said in an interview he wants to go to L.A. Embiid loves Philadelphia. That's the difference. Odell wanted to get the heck out of New York. He didn't like Eli or the team that much. He didn't like him. But yeah, the free agency is going to be wild. I think Willie Cauley-Stein's a really good free agent. I think Tobias is a good free agent. Middleton's a good free agent. D'Lo could play as a shooting guard. That would be fascinating, honestly. That would be amazing. I don't know if Dinwiddie is a really good player. Willie Cauley-Stein's my favorite player. Rodney Hood's also a free agent. I think Tobias could go to Denver. I think Tobias could leave, because especially Boban's leaving and McConnell's leaving. Kyrie Irving, definitely to LA. And if you're a Knicks fan, do you want Kyrie Irving? He was a terrible leader. He was freaking awful this whole postseason. He was a disgrace to the Boston sports fans. It's no wonder they hated his guts. He basically complained and bitched about having talented guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, and he made it seem like these guys were just so stupid. He made it seem like they were so stupid, like Jaylen Brown and whatever. Garrett Sanders, how are you? Bob Money, Warriors replacement. Warriors replacement if Kevin leaves. Well, you could just re-sign Clay, Steph, Draymond Green, get Willie Cauley-Stein, get a Rodney Hood, maybe get a Rozier for the bench, and just build your team. Get a Danny Green, get a JJ Redick, get Redick. Redick will be a smart player that can also shoot the basketball. Just get mid-tier, build your team at like 3 or 4 mid-tier free agent guys, and you're going to be fine. I mean, the Warriors are Steph Curry's team. The Warriors are Klay Thompson's team. And they should boat race and beat Portland in 5 games and win a championship. JJ Redick is still going to be good for about 2 years. The Warriors, the reason why the Warriors were successful is because of the David Wests of the world, because of Maurice Spades, because of Barbosa, all those fun players that they would pick up, and they'd get back to that core. You know, I think Kevin Durant is gone. I'm excited for preseason. I'm excited to watch Daniel Jones, Dwayne Haskins tape. I cannot wait for the preseason. I mean, the mini camps were good. The mini camps were really good in the NFL. You know, Dwayne played well, Drew Lock, everybody did good in their mini camps. Kyler Murray, I'll tell you this, Kyler Murray is going to be unbelievable. The Giants, if we get Giants on Hard Knocks, I really don't want that to happen for a lot of different reasons, because the Giants, they want to keep things in-house, and we don't want to like just let the media just see in on everything. It's very important for us to not have it be a circus and a show. If it's the Vegas Raiders, it would be amazing. I think Oakland is made for Hard Knocks every single year with Chucky Gruden and everything. But I'll tell you this, let me tell you this one. Could be the Colts too. Colts would be a fun Hard Knocks. Let me tell you this about Kyler Murray. While I have people here, I think Kyler Murray might win the MVP of the NFL this year. I think Andy Isabella is going to be brilliant. I think that this Cardinals offense is going to be so amazing. That's what I got from rookie minicamp, is that Kyler Murray is going to be outstanding. What I also got from rookie minicamp is that Quinnen Williams is my favorite player in the NFL. I mean, how could you not love Q Williams saying that he wants to go out and meet, Le'Veon Bell and Sam Darnold? Like, I love the honesty from the kid. Like, he just is so much fun. I'm still sleeping on him, man. But more bragging rights. Victor, if Rosen comes up and clutches out, and it's going to be tough. If he makes the playoffs, I'll absolutely bend over backwards and praise, Josh Rosen. Kyler, it might be a stretch that he's the MVP, but he's going to be amazing. He could even be better than Mahomes, because he's definitely winning Rookie of the Year. He's definitely, oh my gosh, the entertainer's here. I don't have much battery on my phone, but I'll go a couple minutes. Chris is in the house. I don't know why Chris didn't do. Chris, well, yesterday, was he busy? The entertainer? Because I wanted his reaction to that game, but he's going to be doing. It's going to be an incredible. That's kind of a priority, is Mother's Day. Understandable, but we're going to get 2 good conference finals now. And I'll tell you, Drew Lock looked really good in minicamp. Dwayne Haskins. I'll tell you, Jay Gruden doesn't like Dwayne Haskins. I just can see it. I can see it in that minicamp presser. I think that Denver's going along great. I think that all the rookie quarterbacks are doing really well. Victor, like if you go out to like the Manayunk area, or you go to like Malvern or up in like Abington, you could find like decent. I would live in like Manayunk. That's where I would live. I do speak good for Daniel Jones, speak some Jones into you. Like, what are we doing? Some voodoo type stuff, man? You want me to go ahead and you want me to be your pastor. You want me to be a guy. You want to meditate to my voice. You want to meditate to my voice of Daniel Jones is going to be so special. Daniel Jones is going to be so good. Daniel Jones, he has the mind of Eli Manning, he has a Dartmouth mind. He could have went to Princeton. Daniel Jones. He's 6'5". He has big hands and he's athletic and he can run. And to play the quarterback position, you got to be smart. And Daniel Jones, for the highs and the lows, are getting the same guy. And he's going to be great in the media. He's going to be brilliant in the media. And he's going to be a guy that's going to consistently be the same. He's going to outwork everybody, and he's going to be a damn good quarterback. And you have Saquon Barkley, Kevin Zeitler, you have Saquon Kevin, Willie Hernandez is going to be a Pro Bowl caliber guard that you drafted high in the second round, and it's going to be absolutely unbelievable. Yep, my connection's bad. It's raining out here. It's crazy out here. But listen, guys, thanks for stopping in. I love all of your support. Appreciate everybody hanging in. What a shot. Congratulations to the Cleveland Cavaliers on hiring John Beilien. That was an absolutely tremendous hire for the Cleveland Cavaliers. A great risk. Hiring 64-year-old John Beilien was a great hire in the NBA today. So thank you, guys. We'll do some shows. Arian, you got it. We'll try to hook up the call-in show tomorrow, man. Let's do a little call-in show tomorrow. Let's have some fun and speak with you guys. I'll work on the Wi-Fi. I'll get my equipment. We'll do some call-in shows soon. I like that idea. Thank you.